Hello, my name is Paparong from TAMF, and I'm going to tell you about the language acquisition in infants. I divided this presentation into 6 main parts. First, language acquisition. Second, the phases of language acquisition. Third, the theory about language acquisition. And first one, imitation. The fourth one is the theory about the language acquisition reinforcement. And fifth is the theory of language acquisition analogy. And lastly, we will have a quiz. First, language acquisition. Language acquisition is the act that babies first know about how to talk and learn their language. It is not language learning, which is mastering the language by mastering their language or other language, because it is just the first step to know the language. Second, action. Phases of language acquisition. The children develop brain from back to forth, and the language learning part is moved back in 3 to 6 ages and 13 to 15 ages, because since the child developed this brain from back to forth, then they first use this part to learn the language, and next they use this middle part to learn the language, and lastly they use this front part to learn the language. I'm going to show you a video about the language acquisition.
Welcome. Thanks for joining me. In this video, I will be discussing second, basic level. Third, when interacting with children, we often use what is called Now, let's go over the stages of language acquisition. After we're born, the first stage is called crying. Newborns cry a lot, and everyone else cries too. But for newborns, crying is the only way to communicate, for a while. Over the next few weeks and months, we learn to explore our vocal tract. And this includes producing extended vowel sounds, or cooing. Next, we start combining consonant and vowel sounds into syllables. We begin by repeating the same syllable over and over, or we duplicate it badly. During this stage, parents often think that their child is producing their first word, like ma or dada, but in fact, they're just doing the duplicated babbling. And here's a linguistics joke for happy hour. Hey, we'll be writing your dissertation in babbling, which involves combining multiple different syllable sounds, such as eventually we start producing individual words, like anti-disestablishmentarianism. Okay, that would never happen, and if it did, you should run. The child's first words are usually things that they see in their immediate environment and have direct experience with, such as granola. Did you just say granola? Granola. 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 Then we start putting words together in the two-word stage. Doggy woof. Around 2 years of age, we start producing telegraphic speech, such as wanna go night-night, just like viewers of this video. Comprehension leads production, which means that children can understand a lot more language than they're able to produce. And once they're at this stage here, they've learned a lot of words and are making rapid progress all the time, and they start experimenting more with the morphology in the language. This often results in a number of memorable errors based on overgeneralization, or the incorrect application of a grammatical rule. My foot's hurt. Oh, what happened to your feet? Not feet, foot. During this time, children are also trying to experiment with the semantics of a language, trying to narrow down the semantic domains or meanings for each word. This often results in a number of memorable errors called overextension, where children are applying a broader semantic range to a word than is used in adult language. Looks sweet. Yes. Kitty. No, that's a lion. Kitty. Okay, it's a big kitty. Now, let's dispel a couple of myths about language acquisition.
Third one is the theory about the language acquisition. The theory about the language acquisition divides into 3 parts, and this is first one, the imitation theory. According to this theory, infants try to imitate the sounds they hear from their surroundings and say it. But in this case, the babies cannot speak the language they are not taught, and this is an error in the children talking. The second theory about the language acquisition is reinforcement. According to the theory, infants learn language by their environment and reinforce their pronunciation. Like they learn the first language and they change the word and just use it and learn from their surroundings to change their pronunciation and be used to their language. So according to this, people should learn language as soon as possible so that they could change their pronunciation as fast as possible. Last theory about the language acquisition is reinforcement. According the analogy theory is that the child changes the sentence sequence to make another word, like but this can explain the child making a sentence with putting another words from the another sentences, like I want a bat and I want a dog. Then if they only learn I want a bat, then they can say I want a dog, but they actually make it, which makes a flaw in this theory. Lastly, quiz. How many